welcome to Omnibros Live on a Wednesday. Doc's got it right. I'm here for the 90% ice cream, 10% comics, and video game talk.
That sounds accurate. That's pretty good math.
The crowd has spoken. This is Omnibros Live, where we have a topic tonight that is to be determined.
We're just gonna swing for the fences and
the chat. You guys are in charge of the topic tonight. We're just going to flow and see what happens. And on that note, what's your favorite ice cream?
Oh, can I just start off by also saying I'm glad we have Dr. Elevator in the chat, and not the other doctor. Ooh,
Dr. Pepper?
No, the
Dr.
other
Disgrace.
The other doctor.
Dr. Demento.
Close. We'll move on from that.
Dr. Death?
Ice cream. Cookies and cream.
Samantha, where are you? Thanks for tuning in. We
got to get a theme that has a "Where in the world is?"
we do. We have this Samantha Jane. Where let's see. Last time I checked in on her on Instagram, I think she had moved on to France. So where are you, Samantha?
You'll be back in America where we're
Spain?
number one.
You were in Spain, then you went to France. So she always seems to find. Okay, wait. Am I saying this right? Acai. Acai. She always seems to find the acai bowl for breakfast.
Acai bowl.
Acai.
Acai.
Yeah, it's acai.
Acai.
Yeah.
Acai. I've never had it. I've been looking for it.
Oh, really? Those places like everywhere. You get an acai bowl like at Albertsons.
Yeah, they're pretty common. At least, well, there's a lot of Brazilians and jiu-jitsu gyms around me, so they're pretty common around here.
Brazilians and jiu-jitsu.
Imagine that you go rolling on the mat, doing some jiu-jitsu, and then just go get some acai while we're here.
That's not as uncommon as you would think.
A bowl of fruit and some coconut.
Good.
Okay. Okay. Right. Acai bowls. I want one, and Samantha finds them all over the world. So let's see. Who all is here? Just say what? Rising Phoenix, who I have been getting many emails from. I shouldn't charge Rising Phoenix because he's sending the emails in good faith and bringing up good topics. But this is why Omar has a Patreon. So, Rising Phoenix, I will continue to take your questions for free, but I'll grandfather you in. And anybody else, peace and love, I'm going to start charging per question. $100 a question.
Jesus.
No, I'm kidding.
Are they asking for like financial advice or something?
No, it's comic advice, and they're good questions actually. Nectar and Everbowl are acai chains. I don't have either of those around me.
Yeah, like around here in Vegas, there's always like some like soft serve yogurt / acai bowl place or something like that.
Still in Paris. I bought a signed DWJ Transformer comic here yesterday. I was stoked. Paris, and you found that. Wow.
Yeah. Did you read your shit, Jess?
I'm struggling, dude. I'm trying. It's just I don't have any earlier experience with Transformers, so I'm still sorting out who the bad guys and good guys are. And I do have the Duke book. I did get it. And I guess that's the next book, and then Cobra Commander. So I'm committed, but I'm struggling.
That's too bad, because I thought that was a pretty good jumping on point for beginners.
Well, I'm not saying it's not. I'm still working on it because everybody's excited about it, and I want to be excited too. You know,
speaking of Patreon, me and Lou are doing Patreon this Sunday. Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, Sunday night, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, like most God-fearing Americans. And 5:00, whatever the other time that most people don't pay attention to.
No, it's 5 Pacific time, 9 Eastern. 9 o'clock your time, fool. 5 o'clock my time.
Yeah, Jess, have you read Transformers yet? It's 2 a.m. here, and I've got to be up in 4 hours, so I'll watch this in the morning. Thanks for checking in, Samantha.
Did she just land?
I will definitely give it another shot. I read some other stuff, and I've been working on a video, so I'll go back and really tackle it for real. No, I'm not going to make a Patreon. No, I'm just not gonna. Omni boy. No, I'm not gonna make a Patreon. I'm just teasing everybody.
Just join ours on Sundays.
Wait, there was okay, there was news. So it looks like Joe Kelly is taking over ASAM after Zeb Wells. Thoughts?
Thank God.
I like it. I like Joe
Thank
Kelly.
God.
I love his Deadpool run. I love
Oh.
his Superman run. I watched a lot of Ben 10. I like Ben 10, Big Hero 6. So I'm excited for. Oh, he did that Spider-Man Deadpool miniseries.
Oh, that was
It wasn't a
good.
miniseries. It was ongoing. He did a great run on that for a while.
That was good.
I
think
the whole run or just that one part?
I think he did like at least the first 12 issues because I think it was the first hardcover.
I think that's a great choice. I think it's a perfect choice for it. Actually, it'll be a breath of fresh air.
Well, another part of it is who's the artist going to be?
Oh, geez. I would love Chris Samney.
Oh, Chris Samney Spider-Man would be dope.
And when that gets collected, where do you think they're going to find it, Lou?
They would find that at instocktrades.com, where
That's right.
You can get all your collectibles up to 50% off, right, Jess?
You're throwing it back to me.
I haven't done this in a while, so.
You can get your collected editions from 30% up to 60% in some cases. They're always in nice condition when they're sent out. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. $50 free gift card was given away a little bit earlier this month, and the recipient has already been awarded it in his account. I was just given confirmation of that. Starting yesterday, there's 5% extra off on manga at IST. Manga, 5% off. I do not think it stacks with your 2% loyalty discount. That's only happened once in our lifetimes that those things have stacked, but these are these are the deals of the week. I bought 3 of those 5.
Oh, you got Fist of the North Star? That's awesome.
That's one you can eliminate. Is that a manga that is going to be an extra 5% off? Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, it might be, but look, it's a Freddie Mercury book.
Yeah, he's right there with Wrath of Khan. Khan from Wrath of Khan Star Trek. He's like battling a roped up Freddie Mercury. What's happening there?
That's how it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, where was I? Oh, $50 gift card was given away. $50 or more in an order in the United States gets you free shipping. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's at stocktoys.com. And don't forget 5% off manga. It's all just going to be 5% extra off
until Tuesday, right? I believe
Tuesday. Okay, so that's a lot of time.
And here's some of the red tag stuff. Okay. You get Charmed for 50% off.
What was
I watch that show all the time in the gym because it's muted, so I could just look at it, which is perfectly fine.
What's above that? Is that Black Widow? Wait, is that the full run of Black Widow?
Volume 3, Last Days.
Oh, okay. Black Hammer Library Edition. That's pretty good.
Yeah. 50% off that bad boy.
That is good.
So always some good stuff here in the red tag sale stuff.
Yeah. and manga. Manga.
Manga got that extra 5%, everybody. So have at it.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go.
So Jess, favorite ice cream?
Well, I haven't had ice cream in a while, but it continues to be Ben & Jerry's vanilla caramel fudge.
Ooh.
And I have to walk down. It is so good. I have to walk down the ice cream aisle to get to the pharmacy at the back of the store. And I noticed that it is in stock at Safeway because it's always out of stock. And I said, oh, that's because I'm not buying them out anymore. I'm leaving some for the regular people. It's usually me that just takes 5 of them and shoves them in my cart. They're so good.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's definitely my favorite ice cream. I generally don't like chunks of stuff in my ice cream, but I do like cookies and cream. Oreos in my vanilla ice cream. That's yes. I'll do
Oreos
that.
on any kind of sweets, it always adds to it.
Yeah.
Oreo cheesecake, Oreo cupcakes, Oreo pie. Yeah. I like back when I was a kid, I loved the Thrifties ice cream. I used to go across the street.
Yeah, we had that when I was growing up.
Man, they were the best. You get like a triple scoop for like $2 or something. And I always loved the circus crackers, circus animal cookies, ice cream.
I don't remember those.
No, that is you know what circus animals are, right? The crackers, animal crackers, but they're like frosted and sprinkled.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'd be that broken up into some ice cream.
Oh, okay. I do remember that at Thrifties. That was so weird that Thrifties had an ice cream counter, but it was always cheap and it tasted good to my little 10-year-old tongue.
I used to buy a lot of comic books from Thrifties, so I get comic books and ice cream.
Riley, Gio, and Riley will be happy. They probably already bought it all. This is interesting. History and Dr. Elevator. My screen name comes from my son was a toddler. Whenever he saw Darth Vader, he called him Dr. Elevator.
Oh,
I thought it was so awesome. I never corrected him.
That's
so cute.
That's fantastic. Oh man. Anybody watching Andor? Anybody not Andor?
Acolyte.
Yeah. Anybody watching it? Apparently,
I saw the first 2 episodes and pulled the ripcord.
Yeah, you jumped out of it. I
Yeah.
heard the last episode was actually pretty awesome as far as choreography and stuff. I'm waiting for the whole thing to be done. I think we got one more episode, if I'm not mistaken, and then I'm going to sit down and watch it. They're not long episodes, so it won't be too big of a commitment for me. But I'm kind of looking.
So, saying the choreography in the last episode, like for like lightsaber fights, was great.
Yeah, I've heard it's the
That's
best.
weird because that first episode they had lightsaber fights that were just the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was like really bad, like wannabe, like wire fu, and like just the slowest, dumbed down, like lightsaber swings I've ever seen before. Which is really sad because it really a lot of that came from Carrie Ann Moss, who was Trinity in the Matrix, who had like the coolest fight scenes and the coolest like wire fu stuff. And then got like this really bad dumbed down version in that first episode of Acolytes.
I'm surprised by that because given Carrie Ann Moss's history, with the Matrix and things like that, you would expect she would, she could do stuff. She can,
but if your choreography or direction or whatever is subpar, it's going to come across.
Yeah,
whether you're awesome or not.
Yeah, I've heard the new episode is good though. Out of all of them, people are saying, yeah, this one was the best episode of the bunch. So I think, like I said, I think there's one more. So I'm gonna wait for next week, and then I'll probably sit down and watch it. I still haven't seen Andor because I'm waiting to.
I haven't either.
Yeah, the 4K is out. The disc.
Oh, really? Andor is supposed to be like one of the best ones. I saw a lot of it, but I think I might have been under the influence enough where I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I need to sit down with it because everybody says it's fantastic, and I love Rogue One. I think Rogue One.
I did too.
I think out of the new Star Wars films, Rogue One is the best one.
Same.
Well, that's not saying a lot, but I agree.
Yeah, Rogue One.
And you know me, I'm not a big Star Wars guy, so I was able to pull the ripcord on Acolyte because I was bored with it.
Yeah, fair.
But Rogue One is like one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
And Andor, that they tie together. Like that's all kind of tied together. So it's
Right.
not a bunch of lightsabers. It's a lot of just like espionage and stuff like that going on.
That sounds cool. Chat not willing to let go of the ice cream discussion. I knew there was a reason I like Jess. Didn't know we both love the same ice cream by Ben and Jerry's. Sasmurf, right on, buddy. Butter pecan with a little Nutella spread on top. Speaking of things that are bad for you, Lou, I did locate those ice cream bars in Safeway.
Oh, those Biscoff ones?
Yes, I did
Okay.
not get them yet. I did not. I located where they are, though. I am allowed to have cheat times. It's okay as long as I watch everything else. So I know where they are. I know they can't hide from me now. I know where they are. And
you got to make the trip. You got to make. I'm telling you, you'll be in heaven. You'll have one, and you might want to kill the box. That it's dangerous.
I am already assuming I'm going to kill the box.
It's very.
That's his full-on intention. You know, he's
Yeah.
not going for this one.
I don't plan on not. Have you tried the Dairy Queen Animal Cracker Blizzard? Didn't know about it.
I didn't know that existed.
Animal Cracker or Circus Animals? Because Animal Crackers is gross, but Circus Animals is awesome.
Wait.
Frosting and sprinkles, you know, adds a lot to it.
Rodimus Prime Rib is the one that sent me the big bag of Reese's chocolate covered animal crackers. And those things were like candy crack. They were very addictive. They were really good. The Thrifty flavor with Three Musketeers mixed in was my favorite.
I just found what he was talking about. It's Frosted Animal Cookie Blizzard.
Frosted Animal Cookie Blizzard. So it's like what you're talking about.
Right. Look at that thing.
That looks fantastic.
Man, I need a cheat day and quick.
I know right where the DQ is near me. It's about half an hour away, but I will make that trip.
Oh my God.
That sounds fantastic.
Those are the ones with the sprinkles like you were talking about.
That's oh my God.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I need to I can't stop looking. I want it.
Yeah, I can see why.
My stomach is already hurting just looking at it, and I don't care.
Kane says, no Star Wars watching for me. I'm a Star Trek fan, and it's really just for Voyager. Jess, you're the Star Trek fan in the group,
I love Star Trek. Yeah, I love them both. I'm okay with loving them both.
My history with Star Trek is very limited. I've only seen the new movies, the Chris Pine ones. I saw Wrath of Khan, obviously. And I'm trying to get you on this. Strange New Worlds is actually really good, Jess. I think you'll dig it.
I still need to finish Discovery, which I loved, and I've heard nothing but great things about Strange New Worlds.
You will love Strange New Worlds. I've seen the first half of the first season. I have both 4Ks of both seasons, but it's well worth your time. If you watch Discovery, it ties in to Strange New Worlds.
Okay.
There's a certain point where it literally breaks off. So the characters from Discovery end up going into Strange New Worlds, and that's kind of what kicks off that series. It's really good.
You know what I need to do? I know I know Discovery has had a final season.
Yes.
And Strange New Worlds has 2 seasons so far?
Yes, and they're doing season 3 right now. They're working on it.
Okay, this is where I need to factor in economics, because I'm paying $7 a month for Paramount just so I won't watch Discovery and Strange New Worlds. It's there. The only reason I have Paramount is so I can watch Star Trek. I'm not doing it. I should just buy the DVDs and cut my ties to Paramount.
They are well worth your investment. They're gorgeous looking DVDs. And I'm telling you, man, Strange New Worlds, very. I know some really diehard purists of Star Trek say they don't care for it, but I think Star Trek has always been a show that handles current day social issues in the guise of this is a sci-fi show, and Strange New Worlds does that. It handles current day sci-fi. It handles current day issues in the guise of a sci-fi show. It's very good.
Where did you get your DV? Where'd you get your 4Ks?
Amazon.
Okay, I think Patty will be happy to hear that I'm canceling a streaming service that I'm not using, which will leave me with 5 streaming services I'm not using instead of 6.
It's a start. It's a start.
Yeah,
we have it because Paramount is tied to Walmart Plus, and we use Walmart Plus because we get groceries delivered to our door through Walmart sometimes.
Oh,
Instead of making the trek into the swamplands known as Walmart, we have it delivered to us.
Does your mother-in-law watch soccer or something on Paramount?
My mother-in-law loves anything with football, soccer.
Yeah.
You know, she loves it. But she
watches this is the story when you bought YouTube TV and then had to spend another $100 to get her the Spanish channel, right?
Yeah, we canceled that the next month. It only lasted a month in this house.
Wait till World Cup novellas.
We did not do that same mistake twice.
Was that for her telenovelas?
Yeah, that lasted a month, and then we cut that off quick.
Well, what's she gonna do about her stories?
She got her phone. She's got her website.
My grandmother, like I think it was like between 3 and 5 o'clock. I couldn't call her because of her stories. She wouldn't want me to interrupt her during her soap operas for telenovelas.
So she likes. Where do you get the soccer she likes to watch?
Apple TV.
Apple
TV.
Okay.
They stream a lot of the stuff.
That's a streaming service that we've actually used a lot. And HBO. Those are the 2 we use the most.
I was watching Apple Plus last night. We were watching a Jake Gyllenhaal show, Presumed Innocent.
How is that? I want to watch it. Is it good?
I've only watched the first episode, and it's crazy. It's good stuff.
Okay.
It's very, very intriguing.
Okay, good. Because Apple TV to me has got the best stuff, the best bang for my buck for what I'm paying. I think Apple TV has the best stuff. It's got For All Mankind. It had Ted Lasso, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Severance to come back. They've got Dark Matter, which is great sci-fi. We need to finish that.
Wait, who's that? Apple TV?
Apple TV.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of great stuff. Jess, you would dig Dark Matter. Actually, it's a good sci-fi show.
Well, I love sci-fi.
Yeah, it's so Dark Matter is based off of a book, and it centers around Joel Edgerton, who is basically kind of this schlub of a professor at his college. And one night he's meeting up with a friend of his, and his friend's like, "Hey man, I've got a job offer for you. You should take it." Blah 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 blah. On his way home, he's kidnapped, and when he wakes up, he's in another reality.
Ooh.
The swerve of this is he's kidnapped by himself, and the person from the reality that he gets dumped in switched places with him. So now they're in the person that was in the second reality switched places with him, so they flipped. And it's basically him trying to figure out, how do I get back?
That person wanted his life.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Dark Matter is really good. It's really good stuff. But for me, my favorite sci-fi show this year is 3 Body Problem on Netflix. If you have not seen 3 Body Problem, you need to watch it. It's fantastic. I loved it.
Did you ever watch Bodies on Netflix?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Well, what do you mean you didn't get a chance to? It's still there.
I haven't seen it. I just haven't made time.
Is that about the bodies exhibit or what?
It's the bodies show up at the same time in 3 different time periods. Oh. It's the same body, and it's taken from a comic that Cy Spencer wrote, and he passed away before the show got on.
Mm-hmm.
But the show's even better than the comic. I like the comic, but the show it's like a sci-fi dystopian detective thriller where each detective in the 1890s, 1930s, present day, and then in the future, it's 4 have to try and solve the crime, and how they all come together. And I thought it was great. I really love bodies.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've pitched this to me before, and I just haven't sat down with it. I need to watch it.
And you also need to see Gunpowder Milkshake.
I do need to see. I need to see that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm behind. I've got my list of stuff as well, man. My list is very extensive right now, but it's all taking a back seat because The Bear premieres in 30 minutes on Hulu. So.
Oh, you guys are really high on The Bear.
Oh my God, The Bear is so good. I love The Bear.
Comes out tomorrow.
9:00 tonight, man.
Was it tonight?
Yeah, I think I read that they start showing it tonight at 9 on Hulu.
Are you recording it or are you bailing at 9?
You got me till about 9:30 tonight. Then I'm watching The Bear with the wife.
I figured. Chat, not letting go of ice cream. Just buy. This is a deep cut. Just buy the 3-pack box of those Biscoff things so you don't fall asleep like the coconut pie. That's a deep cut from like 2016.
Yeah, that's very old.
Have you heard about the mystery behind the bodies exhibit, or the controversy behind it?
No.
It's they're saying, and there's a lot of evidence apparently, that a lot of those bodies on exhibit were Chinese prisoners.
Really?
Where is this bodies exhibit?
It's in Vegas.
We used to have
You want to know? I'm sorry. You want to know what it is?
Yeah. What?
My wife is saying it came here once, and she knows about it.
The bodies exhibit.
Yeah. So it's literally just it's dissected bodies.
Really?
And it's like you can see they slice them in like weird ways, so you can see all the organs. There's one that's like a pregnant woman with a baby inside of her, and apparently that they're saying, just by the way she looks and some of the injuries done to her, that she was an executed prisoner that was pregnant, I think.
Oh my God.
It's like this weird, creepy thing all around it.
Oh, not to pivot off that, but I also need to get Picard before I cancel my maybe I just need to cancel my stream and buy all these on DVD because I'm just not getting to them.
Everything I've heard of Picard is the first 2 seasons are not good. The 3rd season, when they bring in a new showrunner, is fantastic. Is what I've heard.
Hot take. I loved the musical episode of Strange New World on season 2. I'll watch that. That sounds awesome.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I want to. I need to finish those DVDs.
Football is on both Paramount, Champions League, and Peacock, Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, AS. Oh, Slow Horses with Gary Oldman. Yeah, I heard that was good.
I've heard that.
And is that his last acting gig before he retired?
I don't know.
He definitely has stopped acting.
He's doing that. He's been doing Slow Horse. Man, there was a point in the 90s where you got Gary Oldman, and he was on 10 every single time he was on the screen.
Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula, Fifth Element,
Leon
the Professional. Yeah, that is.
That's right. I remember that. All the Peanut specials on Apple Plus are great. Watch 3 episodes of Presumed Innocent is excellent, except for one actor that decided to do a weird accent and is not good.
What's the show that everybody raves about on Netflix? That's it's about a video game. Arcane. I've heard Arcane is good.
I haven't heard of it.
Everybody talks about it.
Arcane. Oh, I was thinking of there's something new out, Latency, that has to do with a video game that I think is a horror movie. Where
Arcane's the League of Leagues show, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard that's really good, but I haven't made time for it.
Ride Everyday Photos. I started watching that show. It's nuts. Is that Dark Matter?
Maybe. I assume Dark Matter.
Either that or Presumed Innocent.
Lou, did you like Foundation on Apple?
I watched a few minutes of the first episode. I could not get into it. It was just a little bit above my head the first few minutes. And I was really distracted that night. I knew right away it was a show that I really needed to sit down and pay attention to, and I just wasn't in the mindset for it.
there's a show that you've liked. Is it Severance, where they go in, do their
yeah.
job, and then when they leave, they forget what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, Gabe and I love that show, dude. I
Okay.
can't wait for the second season.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the second season to come out. They posted like the first photo from it, but no word yet on when it's coming out.
Severance is one of those shows you get to the last episode and then they leave you with the biggest fucking blue balls once you get to literally the last about 20 seconds of the last episode. I was like, what the fuck? I need the next season now. Oh, it's so good. Severance was fantastic. And Ben Stiller. It's Ben Stiller's passion project.
Wow.
I did not picture that from Ben Stiller.
He wrote it and he directs most of the episodes.
Wow, that's cool. Hey, Hondo, good to have you. Gorilla Todd Comics. Hey, Gabe and crew.
Gorilla Todd, what's up, buddy? Gorilla Todd is he does what I wish I could do. He's a local vendor comic book vendor, but he just does a lot of like conventions and little shows and stuff like that, which is awesome. That's cool. Comics. I love it. You love him. He's a great guy.
Did you end up watching Furiosa, Lou?
We are saving it for the weekend. Just because we saw. No, it's available to streaming.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we're saving it for Sunday. Huh?
Already, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we're saving it for either Friday night or Saturday night. Because we saw how long it was I wanted to watch it last night, but it was already close to 8:30. And we saw it and I was like, this is almost 3 hours long. We're not gonna get through this tonight.
Yeah.
So I put on Monkey Man instead, that Dave Patel movie.
I want to see that.
It's really good.
It looks awesome.
Monkey Man is really good.
What is that on? Is that streaming somewhere or what?
I bought it. I have the disc, so I'm not sure. But Monkey Man's really good, guys. It's a fun movie.
We were just talking about the Energon universe. I'm struggling with Transformers, but I'm going to give it another shot. I have Duke, and I will buy Cobra Commander, and I just need to familiarize myself with Transformers. Who's the good Transformers? Who are the bad ones? And then I'll figure it out. I think I got about halfway through it, and it was okay. So I should keep going.
Why do you hate Transformers, Jess? Why do you hate fun?
Why do you hate my youth, Jess? You hate the comic book. You hate the soundtrack to the best movie ever.
That is true.
But I'm not caught up with Energon Universe stuff. I forgot to put on my pull list. I've been like I'm behind, so I'm just gonna start picking up the trades as they come out. But I love that Transformer series. I love the G.I. Joe series, Cobra Commander, Duke, all that stuff. I'm really excited for. I'm waiting for all that stuff to start coming out. It's gonna be awesome.
Next, Imagine out here in the chat. I have not yet caught up with any of the series, but I've also consistently heard from reliable sources that Picard Season 3 is, in fact, the best Star Trek has been since the end of The Next Generation. Wow. That's a big statement. I happen to really like Voyager. I will say that.
Who's your favorite captain, Jess?
Since I grew up with him, Captain Kirk.
Kirk. Okay.
Yeah. I think that it's going to have to be. Oh, here's some love for Arcane. Arcane is amazing. It's in the League of Legends universe. What's the League of Legends universe?
It's a video game. League of Legends is a video game.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. So I was like, I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about League of Legends.
Is this animated or live action? Arcane.
It's animated.
There is a level of nerd that I just would not cross that line when I was in high school, and paying to sit at a video game store playing World of Warcraft or League of Legends for 3 hours a day was not that line.
What, you're too good to go to a LAN party?
No, I never said that.
Or
I have been to LAN parties.
A LAN cafe party?
But World of Warcraft and like all that stuff, I'm like, that's just a line I don't want to cross, to be honest with you.
The Cyberpunk Netflix anime is really good.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's
okay.
really good.
You know what? I've never finished Pluto on Netflix.
Oh, Pluto is beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
they couldn't have adapted it better. Pluto's great.
My Adventures with Superman season 2 is off to a great start. Now that's animated, right?
Yep.
It's supposed to be good. Yeah, I have heard that.
Yep.
Here's
Yep.
True Graphic from Canada. Good day, True Graphic. How are you doing? I think we're all doing okay. Monkey Man is on Peacock if you have that.
I think I got Peacock.
The only reason I know we have Peacock is because my daughter likes to watch the Premier League soccer.
Oh.
And so I use her sign in for that. So I'll watch Monkey Man. I really wanted to see it.
Yeah, we pay for everything. we pay for so many freaking streaming services.
Well, luckily, a lot of my streaming services is included in like my cell phone bill.
I wish. The only thing I get is I just get HBO. I don't even get premium HBO. I just get basic HD.
Yeah. I get Netflix, HBO, Hulu, and I want to say Disney through my phone service, I think.
Yeah, we pay for everything else.
Now, is Red Sonja in the Energon universe, or is he just asking about
He's just
these
asking.
three? Okay.
Red Sonja is not a part of Image.
Okay.
Energon universe.
Okay.
That'd be kind of weird to see some barbarian chick fight giant robots, but I'd be down for it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Drop like motherfucker. Let's get these likes up. Yeah, man. Like us. Hit the like button. Wow, such a fun game back when I played that in high school. Hondo. I just recently binged Black Sails on Netflix and loved it. I think next is Vikings. I know what I have to watch before anything, and that's What We Do in Shadows that I've been told about for 5 years.
Oh, yeah. You'll love it. What We Do in the Shadows is great.
We just started making burger bets on when Jess actually watches something.
Yeah, you'll love What We Do in the Shadows. It's fantastic. Their last season, I think this next season is the last one. Yeah, you'll dig it. It's so much fun.
You guys caught up on House of Dragons?
Absolutely.
I haven't been watching it.
Oh my god.
That's shameful. I haven't been watching it.
What'd you say? That's
my wife went, that's shameful. I haven't been watching it.
I haven't.
No, House of the Dragon is great. First season was fantastic. I think the first season started off a little bit stronger than this season, but they're really taking their time with this one.
Well, my wife and I rewatched the first episode of the second season when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they did like a pretty long recap before the first episode started,
yeah,
watching the first episode of the second season, I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Dude, me and my wife are in the same boat. We were watching it going, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, because now, so we went back and we're watching the first season, and there's just so much like
names and
like, inbreeding, and this person is promised to that person to have a kid, but she married the king, or she married some dude, some prince, but he was like gay, so she's banging out one of the guards, and all the kids are really the guards' kids, but they're trying to make it like it's the king's kids. There's just so much going on where I'm like, what's happening? So we had to go back and rewatch it.
My wife looks at me and goes, she's having sex with him, but that's his brother, right? I go, yeah, that's wrong, but...
And I was like, wait, wasn't she banging at her uncle when she was like 11? Like,
yeah.
This is House of Dragons?
This is House of Dragon, yeah. This is HBO's best show, by the way.
Yeah.
This is their number one show.
Yeah, it's the best show, but it's all pedophilia.
A huge chunk of it is more than you would think. Especially if you read the book, if you read the original Game of Thrones book. Daenerys is actually, at the start of the book, I want to say she's 14, 15 maybe? And she's given off to Khal Drogo, who are basically these barbarians. And yeah, there's a lot of incest and diddling in Game of Thrones.
I saw the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, so I know that part.
So there's a lot of that.
True Graphic asking the important question. Hey, Jess, have you ordered Dark Ride Volume 3 yet? Yes, I did. I ordered it yesterday, and I told Lou about it, how excited I was.
Follow-up question, though. Did you get the express shipping you were talking about?
I did.
There you go.
I was so excited to read it. I got the most expensive one for $4. So I hope it gets here tomorrow, which it won't. But yeah, I was really excited to see that. I didn't know it was coming out that soon. This is going to be a contender for Book of the Year, I bet. If it hits the ending, it's going to be.
We're never getting those last two Game of Thrones books.
Oh, just give up.
I want to believe, goddamn,
Dude, isn't he like writing like another spinoff or something now?
I fucking hate George. I love George R.R. Martin, but I fucking hate the guy at the same time. Oh god, he kills me. He kills me, really, because I want to read all of Game of Thrones, but I don't want to commit to something that I know will probably never get finished. That's kind of my problem with a lot of manga, especially these long form ones. And oh my god, I've read the first two books of Game of Thrones and I love them. I've heard I should read book 3 because it kind of closes out that trilogy. And Game of Thrones was originally supposed to be 3 books, and then eventually it got expanded. And it just got so big that George lost track of it. So I'm hoping, I firmly believe we will get book 6. Because he said, I think he's 75% done with book 6. And it's only taken him about 13 years. That last book we won't be getting. I really believe we will not get that last book. Because he keeps doing fucking side quests. He keeps doing other shit.
Jess, did you ever watch Danny Boyle's Sex Pistols show? No, but I want to see it. I just wrote it down. That's my kind of thing. I definitely want to see it. Teen Black all the way. Is that a House of Dragons or Energon? What? I lost track of where we are.
I think that's a House of Dragons reference. I'm not.
House of Dragons. Sup, Eric? Good to have you here. Well, this looks like a spoiler.
I don't remember that. I can't tell you that I remember. I have season 1 on disc, and I looked at my wife before the second season started. I go, "Do you want to watch this first season again?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." We never got to it, so we just jumped right into season 2, which might have been a mistake because, again, we started season 2 going, It's been 2 years. I forgot who half of these people are.
Yeah, it's hard to keep like you were saying. There's just so many characters, and they're all intertwined.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow like who's who and why they are important, you're like, I don't know what's going on. I got to watch this first season all over again because there's just so much. You know, there's like a time jump, and then there's like 15 kids being born and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hey Lou, look what I got. I got the best movie on 4K that came in yesterday.
Face Off? Oh, you got Team America. Amazing. Yes. Oh my god. Does that have that has the director's cut?
Oh dude, this has the theatrical cut and the director's cut. So you get the pee and the poop.
The log?
Yes.
Oh my god. Brilliant. Did you know you heard they're making a new basketball, right?
What?
Yeah. I think
no way, really? Because that movie was perfect.
Let me double check that, but I think they've said that they're doing a new basketball movie.
Jess, have you seen Basketball?
I haven't.
Oh my god, dude! It's another raunchy comedy Gabe recommendation for sure.
Well,
right up there with like Grandma's Boy. Right up there with Sex Drive.
Here's a question for Lou. Who's your favorite character in House of Dragons?
It's Daemon. Everybody's favorite is Daemon. Daemon Targaryen.
Well, because everybody else in this show is kind of a wimp compared to him.
Daemon gets shit done. Whether he does it the right way.
He loves to marry whores.
He loves to marry whores. He gets shit done, and he's very thorough. It's just he takes things a little literally sometimes. What can you say? And if you've seen the second episode and the first episode of the second season, you know what I'm talking about. An offhanded comment led to the death of a child. Stuff happens.
Jeez, that's dark.
Oh,
also, dragons eating other people's kids helps out too.
Yeah, that too.
But definitely, House of the Dragon is like the coolest dragon stuff. Like you'll see.
Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones did it, and it was all right. But man, you get so much more dragon action in House of the Dragons.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Elevator. Okay, I've heard first 3 books of Game of Thrones are pretty much solid. Book 4 is when George decided, I've got too many characters, so I'm just going to focus on all the side characters for one whole book that's close to 1,000 pages. And then in book 5, I'm going to come back to the main characters and do a time jump. Is that about right? That sounds about right, because I would be really annoyed with that.
I'm already confused.
This looks like a compliment. Don't get to see too many shows because I spend a lot of time watching favorite YouTube channels. I really like the one channel with the distinguished bearded gentleman and his 2 bald and charismatic co-hosts.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Hondo.
I appreciate that.
Who's he talking about?
Very fine condition, I guess.
Oh, okay.
The South Park movies come to 4K pretty soon.
Yeah,
I love those. I love
that movie's fantastic.
Oh my god, I love the South Park movies. The Kyle's Mom song gets me every time.
Dude, those guys write the best songs. Like Team America, I used to drive around listening to the soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing.
I've heard Book of Mormon is actually great. They won an award for Book of Mormon. It won a Tony.
It's supposed to be awesome.
It's supposed to be really great. I still have not seen it. I want to see it.
Jess, did you grab the foil or regular? I just got the regular. I love the Art Germ Zatanna cover, but that Zatanna Jenny Frison issue number 2, that thing sold out so fast. It was a 1 in 25 variant, and it sold out so fast I never even got the chance to try and buy it. It is an awesome looking cover, but I didn't even get a chance. The only way my comic shop will sell it now is if you buy 100 of the regular issue, you get the 1 in 25 thrown in. And I was like, okay, if I set up shop on eBay and sell each issue for $4 plus $4 shipping, I'm going to be sending out 100 comic books. I don't want it that badly.
So you got to buy 100 copies to get the 1 in 25? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, you'd think
I can understand buying a
25
25 to get the 1 in 25.
Yeah, you have to buy 100 though. So, yeah, that's not happening. As much as I love that cover, a lot of I don't even know what this means.
That's book 6 of Game of Thrones.
Oh,
yeah, that's book 6. Winds of Winter should have came out about a decade ago. He did not say he was 75% done. That has to be a PR team. Maybe. I don't know at this point.
how did we get off ice cream so quickly? I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Dude, you're never going to get the rest of those Game of Thrones movies. The Day the Clown Cried will come out first.
Oh,
we ever get
Jesus.
The Jerry Lewis movie?
the Jerry Lewis movie about, yeah.
We'll find Jimmy Hoffa before we get those last ones. Jesus.
Jimmy Hoffa. Ronda Rousey is writing a comic which will be drawn by Mike Diodato Jr. from AWA Kickstarter campaign.
Wow.
Huh.
So she's not really writing it the same way Keanu Reeves didn't really write Berserk, or God, I can't think of her name. Every time that there's like a famous person, they never really end up writing the books, right?
Oh,
they kind of just put on it.
What was the?
Rosario Dawson wrote a comic book too,
and so did the Khaleesi. She wrote a book with Marguerite Bennett.
Yeah, she did that too. Yeah.
Wasn't it called like Mom or Mother?
Yeah, and I read it, and it was not my tempo.
Yeah. What's the dude? David Desmalchin. He's got a comic out too. It's a vampire comic. I think he self-publishes that. He actually writes it. He self-publishes it.
Brian Posehn wrote a lot of comic books. This stuff is always pretty good.
Yeah, Posehn. Oswald has written comics as well.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. I think one of the most famous is Gerard Way, that Umbrella Academy stuff and all the stuff he had his own imprint for a while there at DC Comics.
Well, Jeff Loeb wrote Teen Wolf and Commando and a bunch of other screenplays.
Yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure that Henry Abrams actually wrote his book.
I'm pretty sure he did, and he tried. God bless him.
I have these Count Crowley books. Is that who wrote that? Is that somebody you were talking about? I do have those.
I think that's Desmalchian, isn't it? I think Count Crowley is David Desmalchian.
I haven't read them yet, but they look good.
Yeah, he's gonna be in One Piece.
What was that show that he did where he was like a talk show host, but was the devil or something?
That is my favorite movie this year. That is Late Night with the Devil.
Oh yeah, I need to see that.
That movie kicks ass. It's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my favorite film this year. I'm looking forward to Longlegs because everybody's talking about that. Apparently, that's a really good horror film that's coming out later this year, and it's got Nicolas Cage. So I'm already in for that.
Let's see. I'm looking at my copy of Fist of the North Star, and now I can't unsee Khan and Freddie Mercury. Thanks, Jess.
Wait a second. Freddie Mercury, that's my idea.
Yeah, and I just threw in The Wrath of Khan, Khananunian Sin.
Who's the leader of the Viltrumites in Invincible? Thrag. Thrag is just Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
He's just a steroided out Freddie Mercury.
Tomorrow I have my movie buddy coming over, and she wants to watch a revenge martial arts movie.
Oh,
and I said, stack one.
Oh, nice.
IP man, you could go there.
I know. Stack two.
Nice.
But she's seen the first Ip Man, and then I have the trilogy. So, I mean, I was going to run everything by everybody and see if we could choose, but there's really 25 movies here to choose from. I may just stick with Donnie Yen and Ip Man.
Nice. Good choices, man.
But I have so many. Sherlock Alexi, do you remember him from the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Yes.
He sent me a ton of these free as a gift because he knew I was into martial arts movies. This is like 2018. And then he said there's a deal on eBay for $30 where you get 30 movies, and I got a bunch more of them, and they're all on Blu-ray just about, except for the Dragon Dynasty ones. I think they're just regular DVD.
Also, you got to add like every Steven Seagal movie to that set.
Under Siege.
Above the Law.
Above the Law. Yes.
Come on.
Oh my God. Yes. Jess, you need to watch Old Boy. It's a great family film. It's a wonderful family film. He's got
right
it
here.
He has Old Boy.
Yeah.
I know it's not a family film. I'm not even going to show it to her tomorrow.
Have you seen it?
No, but I know about it.
Do you know how it ends?
I know that it ends brutally, but I'm not sure of the ending yet. People have not spoiled it for me.
Don't say anything, chat. Just know it's a wonderful film about family at the end. There's somebody right now in the chat or listening to this after going,
gosh, I have a ton of good movies.
Yeah, you should throw the Raid movies in there as well.
I have those there. I left them back. Do those count as
they're not really revenge movies per se, but it's like it's basically like what was that Game of Death with Bruce Lee, where it's basically just a group of like policemen that stormed this apartment building, and they got to fight their way up level by level by level, and the apartment building is just overran by murderers and gangs and stuff like that.
I love those movies.
Did you ever see Dredd 3D, Jess?
Dredd 3D?
Yeah, the Judge Dredd movie.
I saw the Carl Urban one.
That one, yeah.
I haven't seen it in 3D, but I saw them.
Oh, that's the name of the movie though. It's called Dredd 3D, but it's like that idea. You know how he gets trapped in the megaplex, and he has to kind of like fight his way up to get to Mother or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with like hardcore martial arts and gunplay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have the raid 1 and 2. Let's see. I don't think I have. Wait, somebody just said, "Oh, Ong Bak," and I have heard of Ong Bak or the Protector. I don't think I have either of
Those
those.
are fun. Yeah, those are fun movies.
Uh,
Yeah, a lot of the best martial
oh
arts.
wait, did you say the Protector? I do have the Protector.
That's good.
Ooh,
That's a good
what about
one.
Kill Bill? That's a good
That's
martial
her.
arts movie.
That's her favorite movie. My movie
Okay.
buddies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of the best martial arts films have been coming out of Indonesia the last few years. Headshot, The Night Comes for Us, the Raid movies, fantastic. You'll love all those, Jess.
The Protector. Oh, Quentin Tarantino presents the best all-out action picture.
Okay, so I just googled martial arts revenge movies.
Of course, Kickboxer, Kung Pao, Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Pao is ridiculous. I totally forgot about that movie.
I love Kung Pao.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm actually-
Lionheart.
I'm actually kind of worried about her that she likes these revenge movies so much.
I Saw the Devil. Jess, you'll love I Saw the Devil.
Ooh, what about Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren?
Oh, man, Jesus.
Yeah.
What about Whiteout with
What about
Dolph
Mortal
Lundgren?
Kombat Annihilation, motherfuckers?
Jess, you'll love I Saw the Devil. I'm telling you right now. You need to add that to your list. It's
Yeah, I've
yeah.
heard of that a lot.
serial killer ends up killing this dude's wife. This all happens in the first like 10 minutes. And the movie is all about the guy capturing the serial killer, torturing him, releasing him, and then capturing him again and repeating the cycle over and over again.
Oh, yeah. You have told me about this.
Yeah,
I've seen Hero. I loved Hero.
Hero's good.
Don't
Yeah.
watch Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun Li, please.
Don't?
I don't know why that's even on here.
Hard
I mean,
Target. Yeah.
I can show you what I have. I mean, if you want me to just list really quick what's in this.
Hard Boiled by
I have that.
That's a classic.
Let's see, where is that?
That hospital scene is amazing.
I've got 2 copies of that, of course, but that's because he gifted me one and then one was included in the lot that I bought from eBay. So I have Hard Boiled.
Have you seen the Police Story movies with Jackie Chan?
I have Police Story.
I'm impressed. Great job, Jess.
This is the first Police Story. Let's see. I feel like there's several of them though, right?
Yeah, there's I think there's 4 or 5, but the first 3
Police
are
Story 2.
the first 3 are the classics. The third one has your girl in it. Has
Michelle Yeoh?
has Michelle Yeoh, and she does her own stunts in there.
I believe it.
Yeah, she's great in those movies.
I have The Killer, Chow Yun Fat, Invisible Target. Let's see. Infernal Affairs.
Nice.
Once Upon a Time in China with Jet Li trilogy.
Good stuff.
Ooh, Red Cliff. I know this is supposed to be awesome.
I haven't seen that.
Part 1 and Part 2. Destiny Lies in the Wind. Killzone.
I need some of these movies. I love me some martial arts movies.
Yeah. Come Drink with Me. This looks like revenge. Jet Li, Fist of Legend.
Look how young he is there. Jesus.
Oh,
He's a monk now. Jet Li's just trains, or he's
is he?
training to be a monk. Yeah, I follow him on social media.
This one has Michelle Yeoh and Jet Li, Tai Chi Master. Michelle
Oh,
Yeoh.
John Wick.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to see that.
John Wick.
I own those first 2 on iTunes. Legend of the Black Scorpion.
John Wick is a franchise. It just gets better as it goes.
Hell yeah, number 4 is the best one.
4 is the best one. It's crazy to say that, and they're all great.
Dragon
Three
Heat.
is a little weak, but still.
Oh, I
Is it
love
3?
3. I love 3.
I have to watch them all over again. But
The Protector, I showed you. Ip Man, Old Boy, The Rebel, Infernal Affairs 2, Seven Swords. Oh, Donnie Yen. Flashpoint.
Donnie Yen, man.
Yeah. Who's this with? Dog Bite Dog. There's 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Wow, this is with a very
You
young.
got some Wu-Tang going on there,
I
son.
thought the
Try to
same.
protect your neck.
I thought the same thing too.
Yeah. There's a must have any. Isn't Wu-Tang? Doesn't it have RZA in it? Wu-Tang
Yeah.
Clan. Yeah, they're interviewed on this.
Yeah, this is one of the movies that inspired their like the name of their band and like their music in general. They use a lot of like sound clips from those movies in their songs and stuff.
Ah, okay. Infernal Affairs 3. Infernal Affairs. Oh, I got 2 copies of that.
Dibs. I'll take all your doubles.
This looks like almost like Flashdance Throwdown.
Is Patrick Swayze in that movie?
Yeah, it's one of the most personal films by author Johnny To. Is a thrilling love letter to both the cinema of Kurosawa and the artifice of judo. Amid the neon-drenched nightclubs and gambling dens of Hong Kong's nocturnal underworld, the fates of 3 wandering souls, a former judo champion, now barely scraping by as an alcoholic bar owner, a young fighter intent on challenging him, and a singer chasing dreams of stardom, collide in an operatic explosion of human pain, ambition, perseverance, and redemption. Throwdown. Above the Law.
Oh wait, that's not Steven Seagal.
I thought that was Steven Seagal.
It's no.
So this website I'm looking at says that Fist of Legend is like the second best revenge martial arts movie.
Ooh.
That one that Jet Li movie that you had.
Yeah, wait, which one?
Yeah.
Fist of Legend.
Fist of Legend. Okay.
A daunting challenge to make a classic, but 1994's Fist of Legend not only does exactly that with Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, but completely stands tall as a classic in its own right. Fist of Legend follows the same setup as Fist of Fury, with Jet Li portraying Sin Jian on his mission to avenge his teacher's killing. But Lee fully makes the character into his own. Yen Wu Ping's fighting choreography also crafts some of the best and harshest fights of Lee's career, including his blindfolded battle with Yakuza Kurata and his epic final match with Billy Chow's General Fajita.
Gabe, you're missing out. We haven't mentioned Bloodsport.
Oh, dude, I love Bloodsport. I don't know if it's a revenge movie. Well, it turns into a revenge movie.
That's a
That makes
revenge
sense.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One boy gets hurt.
I said this in the chat, and I mean it. The saddest day of my childhood was not the day that I found out Santa wasn't real. It was when I found out, oh yeah, Frank Dukes was full of shit.
Yeah, that's so disappointing when I found that out too.
He was fucking lying. None of the stuff he did was true. There was no Kumite.
Well, if there was, he was never in it, and he never had like the military career he pretended to have.
Yeah, he didn't. He was never in the military. He wasn't really a black belt type. Well, right? He wasn't a black belt.
Well, he was in the military. That's for sure. You can figure that out. But all the like where he was like, oh, I went to the Kumite because I was stationed. They're like, no, your military career does not show you were ever stationed in Japan or whatever. But it's saying that Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of the best ones. So,
and then I have a Better Tomorrow trilogy. That
Nice.
was recommended to me by Sherlock. Criterion Collection sale at B&N. Day Shift with Jamie Foxx from a few years ago is really solid. He's worked on a ton of great movies. Infernal Affairs is great, but to be honest, The Departed streamlines out a lot of the plot in a good way. Old Boy is one of the most bizarre movies I've seen, but it was great. The Raid 1 and 2 are amazing. Good, I own those. John Wick is amazing. I own the first 2. Yeah, I misspoke. It's Flashpoint, not Fleshpoint. Oh, House of Flying Daggers. I love that movie. I've seen that. Oh yeah, I do have the Line of Duty box set. I did buy that. And the price got dropped. Where is the that's a trilogy. I'll have to go look for that. Jess, are all those DVDs still wrapped like most of your Omnis? Yes.
Rude.
We'll get to it eventually.
Iron Monkey is an amazing kung fu flick. Jim Cat.
Never heard of Jim Cat.
Thanks for ruining for me, Lou. What's next? Telling me Santa Claus isn't real? Uh-oh. Don't think it's revenge theme, but Drunken Master, Chef's Kiss. I've heard of that one. The Jean-Claude Van Johnson show had a great concept. All the JCVD movies are a front for him to go on spy missions.
That show was pretty great.
Have you guys seen? Sorry, Jess.
No, you talk. I'm gonna go look for that trilogy because the one he talked about with Michelle Yeoh. I want to.
There is a old martial arts movie called Jim Kata. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
That's the one that Rising Phoenix went to say.
Oh, you literally just mentioned it. Okay, yeah, Jim Kata is. Well, let me just read you the description. U.S. agents send a gymnastic martial artist, Kurt Thomas, to secure a missile base site by the Caspian Sea. It's as bad as you think it is. There is a scene where he is literally in a village, and for whatever reason, there's a pommel horse in the middle of the village, and he starts doing gymnastics and martial arts. It's terrible. Jim Kata is horrible in a fun way.
Barnacle Blake, I have to agree with him. G.I. Joe Resolute has one of the best animated fight scenes out there. He has to be talking about that Snake Eyes Storm Shadow fight. Yeah, he knows what's up. That whole movie is the greatest G.I. Joe movie that's ever been made. Better than the original movie, better than any of the live action nonsense. Resolute, and it's written by Warren Ellis, which makes it even better. Speaking of G.I. Joe, Lou, did you see where the Kickstarter's at for G.I. Joe?
No, I haven't seen it.
Bro, 3.7 million.
What's the reward now?
I don't know. Let me see. You bring it up here.
Kirkman just
only has like a few days left.
So Kirkman probably bought a third Lamborghini at this point.
A third Lamborghini.
Kirkman hit that first million and was doing donuts in the Image Comics parking lot that afternoon.
Yeah, 3.7 mil. 10,000 backers.
Somebody at IDW is getting fired, right? Somebody's probably going to lose their job because they dropped the ball on something like this.
Well, who are they going to blame? You know, it's who knows what the contracts were like back then or whatever, but still. Yeah. Let me see where the stretch goals are. But dude, when they do that Transformers one, I might have to be there with you on that one, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a given. Yeah,
I'm a bigger Transformers guy than G.I. Joe.
Same. Wow, all gone. Which one's that one?
Well, these are the signed ones, the Larry Hama signed ones.
Jesus.
There's so much going on. Look at all these like stretch goals that got unlocked. Larry Hama foil card included with all physical purchases. Oh, here we go with the 3 million stuff here. The last one they unleashed was 3.5 million. You got the Globagos card added.
Yeah. At 4 million, they just send Larry Hama out to cook breakfast for you.
Again, foil added to the books. There's so much going on with this thing. It's been so upgraded. It's so awesome.
It's ridiculous. It's so
yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
How huge this Kickstarter blew up. It's insane.
Yeah. Well, one of the big things here is they're reprinting that G.I. Joe special #1, which is it's a Todd McFarlane issue. So Todd McFarlane did issue 60 of G.I. Joe and issue 61. But for some reason, they hated the work he did in issue 61, and they scrapped it. And I think it was Marshall Rogers just completely redid it over again. That's the one that they published.
Huh.
And this G.I. Joe special reprints the original pages of Todd McFarlane's 61. And that thing is a very pricey book. It's like a $300 book. So with the Kickstarter, they're reprinting that as well. So I mean, they're doing the best work they can on this thing. So look at the foil stickers and shit.
I kind of wonder if they even thought that they would hit over 3 million with this. I mean, they must have known this was going to be a hit, right? But
well, they only wanted 50 grand.
Yeah,
like that's nothing for something like this.
Yeah,
it's like the most successful comic book like Kickstarter.
I really wonder if after they hit the first million, they go, we need to scrounge and get whatever we can to keep putting goals up because this thing is on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's unstoppable. How many days are left on it? Let me see.
That's wild.
I mean, I love the idea. I was very tempted to get it at some point, but I'll wait for the G.I. Joe one or the Transformers one probably.
Hey,
this one, I'll just get the regular compendiums when they come out. You know.
Yeah, if these guys can raise 3 million, we can definitely get the money to get just that life-size Harley Quinn statue. We can make that happen. Is all I'm saying. We just need to promote it the right way.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I think it ended already. Okay, so it's over. Yeah, but 3.7 mil.
That is crazy.
That's awesome, dude. Good job on everybody that worked on that campaign.
Yeah, great job. Honestly, great job to all of them. They put a lot of work into that stuff, and it shows they put a lot of care into it. Like, it really shows they thought about it. They put care into it, and that's what happens when you put a lot of care and thought into stuff like this. They'll show out for it. I'm gonna say if the Transformers one will probably be bigger.
I would think so. I think Transformers probably has a bigger fan base.
Yeah,
but they're giving fans what they want. That Marvel series was the quintessential G.I. Joe series.
Right.
And it's all written by Larry Hama. Larry Hama developed everything about the characters and everything like that through that series. But G.I. Joe, but Transformers, I think is even bigger. Is even a situation. They're giving people what they want. People have been wanting that Marvel stuff forever, and it's really hard to find. The trade paperbacks are always super pricey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hunting down the issues. The issues are fairly cheap, except for a handful.
Mm-hmm.
But then that thing is sweet. I'm just going to get the regular compendiums. But they do some crazy Kickstarter for Transformers. I might have to just plunk down for that because that's going to be too cool.
Set your money aside right now, man. Start saving up. I think it's a given, honestly, and I do think that it's going to make more money. I mean, Transformers has its own convention, BotCon, right? What is G.I. Joe? Yeah, G.I. Joe has. I don't think G.I. Joe has a con. Maybe
they have one. It was just this weekend, but I think it's a small show.
Okay, all right.
I think it's called Joe Con.
Oh, really? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think the Transformer stuff is a given. I think it's going to happen. It's probably going to be big, especially when they saw this. And Kirkman likes his money, so I think this is a given. They paid for that license, so they're definitely going to be getting the most out of it.
I did find In the Line of Duty 1 through 4.
Nice, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, 4 of these. It started at $100, and then Amazon dropped the price to $50, and they honored it. So I think that's pretty good. 4 movies for this.
That's great.
Joe Fest. Thanks, 007.
It's called Joe Fest?
00711.
These are all Blu-ray, which is fine with me. I'll be watching them down here with the not 4K high def TV.
You got one of those little tube TVs down there, Jeff?
No, no.
Hey,
you hear.
Hey.
Gabe's got a full setup for his.
Yeah, I got one in the next
TV.
room.
Yeah, his gaming set
that I found on the sidewalk, and it worked.
That's amazing. Yeah. So, did Did we decide Ip Man 2 and 3? Or the Protector? Why don't I have Ong Bak the Warrior? I heard that was awesome.
Ong Bak is good. Ong Bak is very good.
And wait, what's this one? That's 36. Oh, this is the one that the Wu-Tang Clan took their cue from.
Shaolin.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we've talked comics, we've talked martial arts, and we've talked ice cream. I feel like we should talk about ice cream more, but I'm also up for talking comics.
I'm going to bow out because my battery is dying and it's 9:30. So,
and this is the beginning of what you wanted to see.
Oh boy.
What did you want to see again?
The Bear.
Oh, The Bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and watch that tonight. My wife and I are just in between so many different shows. Mary Kingstown just started back up.
Is that good? I want to watch
It's good. This new season is the first work that Jeremy Renner did after that crazy accident when he got ran over by a snowplow.
Oh yeah.
He broke.
So he's all messed up. Like the guy has a hard time walking.
Yeah.
So you kind of see where like a lot of his shots are him sitting down, or he walks like maybe like 4 or 5 steps and they cut away and things like that. He even said like he doesn't have the energy to do any acting anymore. So
poor guy.
Wow.
He broke 26 bones.
Yeah, dude.
Crickets.
Yeah, he was messed up for a while, Jess. He's in great shape now, all things considered. I think he did a piece in Men's Health or something like that a few days ago. He looks great for everything that's happened to him.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen.
Okay. Thanks, dude.
Later, bro.
Later, guys.
Peace and love. Hauls. I have hauled a little bit recently. I have to go to the next room to get them. But yeah, I mean, I could find some books and show them off. Is that what you want to see, Kane? I mean, it's fine with me. Actually, that's upstairs.
Well, hauls are always on Mondays too.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's tomorrow. He swears it's tonight.
They said they moved it back a couple of hours, so it might be tonight.
Actually, let me go get one thing and I'll talk about it because I read it.
Go for it, Jess. So I'll just do a little bit of quick haul here. I got a single issue, Uncanny X-Force #4. I was able to find a really nice copy of this one. This is a hard book to find in good shape. I was mentioning it before that when this came out, something happened during the shipping of a lot of the issues, and they got beat up and creased, and the binding. When these things get shipped, there's big stacks, and they kind of like bind them like not rubber bands, but like zip ties, more or less. So there's a lot of damages that you would see like on the corners. But this is a beautiful copy of Uncanny X-Force #4, and this is basically the big ending to the first story arc. With Kid Apocalypse, Phantom X shooting them in the face. So I was really excited to get this because this now completes that first arc of Uncanny X-Force. And I showed you guys earlier, I also got the Team America World Police 4K. So love this movie. It's all puppets. If you don't know, it's all acted out by string marionette puppets. And it's just such a wild, wild, wild movie that has some of the most awesome songs, raunchy humor that is just, it holds a special place in my heart for all this kind of stuff. So quick little holiday. I got more stuff that's coming in the mail that I'll probably be showing off on the Patreon show on Sunday. So anybody here is a part of the Patreon, I got some more stuff to show off on Sunday as well. Yeah, Uncanny X-Force is just one of the most fantastic X-Men runs. Some of the best modern age runs of comics, I think. I think that thing deserves a lot more praise and attention and accolades. And Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad. Durka Durka. Thank you, Kane. All right. Yeah, that Kickstarter for G.I. Joe is super crazy and out of control. What else we got going on here? So a lot of shows coming out. We talked about The Bear. We talked about House of Dragons or House of the Dragons. Spider-Man with Joe Kelly. I'm looking forward to that. That should be cool because Joe Kelly is such a fantastic writer and had so much going on with that Fantastic Four or the Spider-Man Deadpool miniseries that he was working on. All right, Jess, what do you got going on? You got your haul?
Yeah, and I also got a book that I read. I'll start with that. Somehow I ordered something and there was a floppy in with it as like a freebie.
Like a floppy disk?
Floppy comic.
Oh.
Of this book called Unnatural Order by, I think, Chris Yost. Yeah, Chris Yost, who is a good writer. Mm-hmm. First of all, the art is remarkably good in this thing. It's a fantasy adventure where let me get some of this great art. I'll read the back to explain it. After the fall of the Britons and the Roman invasion of Hibernia, the captive known only as the Druid is released, sending a darkness across the world, an age of horrors, of fire and entrails. As the innocent burn in the wicker fields, those who would resist learn of the existence of a man who even the Druid fears, for it is this prisoner, a soldier from a different time, who alone knows the Druid's secret. This is not how the world is supposed to be. I really dug this book, and what it is there's a Druid who his evil power has overtaken the entire world, and so you've got 5 people who have banded together, like a Viking, a warrior woman. These guys are all from ancient time periods right here. Different time periods, but they band together because the Druid has burned down their homes and taken over the world. And what's weird is that in our time, they get called, a Navy SEALs force gets called to, there's been an incursion at the Super Collider, which is underneath France and Switzerland. And they get called there because somebody has done an illegal entry into the Super Collider. So these super soldier Navy SEALs enter there not knowing what they're going to find. And they find the Druid is there getting all jacked up by the Super Collider, which is mashing atoms together, but not being a nuclear weapon. It's creating this incredible energy, and he's from the past, but he's able to time travel into the future and gain all this power in order to change the world in his image. The Earth now has 2 suns, not just one sun, but 2 suns, and there's a prisoner from our time, a Navy SEAL, who is taken back into their time, and apparently the Druid fears him because magic doesn't affect the soldier, because magic doesn't exist in our world now. I found this exciting and really interesting with a great concept, and the art is fantastic. The art is just absolutely gorgeous. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I read a review of it on the Facebook Omnibus collectors page, which is kind of dead, but they were slagging this book. They were just like, this book goes nowhere, does nothing. And I thought the exact opposite. I mean, there's an Osprey helicopter here battling one of the creatures that the druid has created and it it's a meshing of worlds and magic and fantasy. I really thought this was well done, and so I was really surprised by the slagging this took. But I mean, I guess it just shows. It made me question my own taste, but also, I guess it shows how differently people react to books, because it's just book one. I can't wait to read the second part of this.
Who said it was bad?
Somebody on the Facebook collectors group.
Oh, you know they're fucking idiots. Who cares?
But then somebody chimed in and agreed and stuff. And they said it didn't go anywhere. And I thought, wow, this thing goes everywhere. It's like the time and the past, the future and the past exist together at the super collider, where they go into the super collider, the warriors from old, and they walk into that super collider area, and they become their modern day counterparts. And like the Viking is now a butcher in Germany. And I don't know, I found this thing to be enthralling, and I was really surprised that it did not ring everybody's chimes. But that's that shows the difference between people's reading taste. But I love this book, so that's the way it goes, I guess. But my haul was, this is over the past few weeks, 007 Myrmidon by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Fantastic Four, book 3, which I've been waiting for so I can read all 3 of these because Peter M. says they're fantastic. Cullen Bunn's Door to Door, Night to Night. The aforementioned Duke, which I will get to after I read Transformers. Mark Waid's and Dan Mora's Shazam.
I'm really looking forward to that. That's I've heard nothing but great things about that book.
This looks amazing to me. I mean, Mark Waid and Dan Mora, I just think amazingness. There's Taki Tani with the other lions. Titans by Tom Taylor, the first trade. And because I'm committed to figuring out Lazarus Planet and putting out a reading order for it, even though everybody doesn't care for it, Batman Shadow War is apparently where all this stuff starts. So I'm going to read that and then get going into Lazarus Planet. Another Cullen Bunn book, Midnight Show. A G. Willow Wilson book that looks really boss, The Hunger in the Dusk. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this looks really cool. In a decaying fantasy world, only humans and orcs remain, mortal enemies battling for territory and political advantage. But when a group of fearsome ancient humanoids known as the Van Gogh arrive from across the sea, the two struggling civilizations are forced into a fragile alliance to protect what they have built. I like G. Willow Wilson's writing, and this just I think it sounded really good to Geo and me when we previewed it a couple of weeks ago. And I guess I'm on a Cullen Bunn kick because this is the Midnight Show. This sounded cool. Basil Saxon is a legend among horror fans. Over 50 years ago, he vanished during a freak accident on the set of the film that would have been his masterpiece. The cursed film, God of Monsters, was never completed and has never been seen. But when a film festival shows footage from the long-lost movie, classic horror monsters manifest to wreak havoc and terror on the unsuspecting populace. A ragtag group of misfits must band together to stop the most famous creatures of all time and send them back to the realm of celluloid nightmares. I am a complete sucker for everything Cullen Bunn writes. So werewolves, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula show up. This is for me.
I need to read Six Gun over again, I think.
Oh yeah. This is the latest book in the Coda series by Cy Spurrier. So I kept the 3 trades. I know it's got a deluxe now that is only available on the Bezos site, but I love Coda, and so I'm psyched to start reading this. Then I got to the deluxe of Grimm by Stephanie Phillips, and Garth Ennis, Ribbon Queen with Jason Burrows.
Oh, I love Jason Burrows' art.
Yeah, there's something ancient and terrible loose in the world of men. So there's a theme here with me. I think you can tell. I love fantasy and crazy stuff that happens. Yeah, here's some of Jason Burrows' art.
Yeah, he's got a very, very clean style. That guy,
Yeah.
everything is just straight edged.
Ooh, this looks like typical Garth Ennis.
Yeah. Well, Jason Burrows also did a lot of Cross and a lot of what was that Alan Moore book? Like Providence and that kind of stuff, Neonomicon.
Oh yeah. I think it was Necromonicon or something. Yeah, you're right. And then the Remender-sized Geiger. So I've got a ton of...
That Geiger is awesome because it's such a cool looking series. I haven't read it, but it's Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
But that book is like, what was it, like $20 on IST?
Yeah, for this giant Remender-sized thing.
Yeah.
$35 for this thing. And yeah, it was like 20 on IST. This is amazing. I have not read Void Rivals. What's Void Rivals about?
It's a part of it's kind of a part of the Energon universe, but not really.
Okay. Love that FF cover. Yep. Oh, The Hunger in the Dusk is really good. Thank you, Kane. That's good to know. It sounded like it might have been up your alley, sort of, Kane. Geiger. Yeah. I have a ton of great stuff to read.
I'm waiting for all the speaking of Geiger, all the what's it called? Ghost Machine?
Yeah, is that the world that he's created?
Well, that's the imprint with him and like who is it? Brett Meltzer and Francis Manipul. I think Gary Frank, like a whole group of those guys just came up with this really like awesome imprint through Image.
Yeah. So I have an awful lot to read, which is great. I'm happy that way.
You got a lot to read, you got a lot to watch. Your hands are full, Jess. Your plate for old spinning.
Yeah, that's true. I've been collecting all the Ghost Machine and singles. Great creators. The cover sold me on The Hunger in the Dusk. I knew nothing about it. Well, I'm glad you dug it. Void Rivals is the Kirkman comic. Since you don't know Transformers, you won't understand the references Kirkman makes. Well,
I read the first couple issues and it's good. It's like a person from one rival like space race and another rival space race who crash land together on a planet. And they got to kind of figure out how to like survive, even though they hate each other, kind of thing.
And so that's part of the Energon universe?
No, it's in the same like because Void Rivals, when Void Rivals 1 first dropped, it had the first Transformer in it, and then that Transformer just kind of just takes off, and then that turns into like the Energon universe stuff.
Oh,
so it's set in it. I think there might be more because like I said, I only read like the first 2 issues. But it's not like, I don't think you have to read Void Rival. It doesn't intertwine with Transformers that much or anything. I might be wrong, but nothing in the first couple issues. That was must read to understand. It's not like reading Void Rivals is going to make you understand who's a good guy and who's a bad guy in the Transformers or anything.
Maybe after this, I'll go take on Transformers again right after this show. Because I know everybody, I mean, even Amanda found a signed Transformers in Spain or France or wherever she was. So everybody loves this book, so I really need to get into it. I have a basic knowledge of who's good and who's bad, but it was hard to figure out at the very beginning.
You should just watch the animated movie, Jess.
Of Transformers?
Yes.
Which one? Aren't there like a billion?
No, there's only one animated movie from 1985. You had the soundtrack and you hated it.
Oh, that. I saw Enemy Mine. I know that's exactly what I was thinking too. Enemy Mine's a really good movie. That's like 1985 when that movie came out. Something like that. Oh, so that was the animated movie that had the crappy pop that I didn't dig.
The awesome music that you just had bad taste on. I have that soundtrack too. I have that vinyl here somewhere.
Oh, I don't even know if Omar has a vinyl player. He just wanted it.
I used to listen to that soundtrack on the... Every song on there is a banger except for one that's really, really sad. I used to listen to it on the treadmill. It was really got me going. Besides the one sad song that breaks my heart every time I hear it. 1986. All right, Jewish Dragon Saints.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah, see, there's a link to it, Jess. You can watch it on YouTube. No excuses.
After the show, I'm going to go right up and read Transformers.
Well, with that said, Jess, I'm good if you are. It's
I am too.
9:45 for you.
Let's do the real quick plug for IST. InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions from 30% up to 60% some places. Don't forget to add your 2% loyalty discount. There's a manga sale starting yesterday through the next Tuesday where everything's 5% extra off. I don't think it stacks with the loyalty discount, though. We give away a $50 gift card from IST for IST from IST to a lucky viewer every month. We just gave one away. $50 or more in your order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. So if you like your manga, 5% off. Extra 5%.
Extra 5% off. Yeah, 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but if you stack that with the normal like 30% off or whatever, hell yeah, man, that's a good deal.
Well, and I guess you get your 2% loyalty discount tacked onto that too. I don't know. I don't know. Actually,
Usually that 2% doesn't stack.
Okay.
I know. At least I know. Like when we have like the OmniBros code.
Yeah.
It's usually for like an extra like 2%, so it kind of cancels it out, I guess, or 3%.
Right.
But,
okay. Oh, and here's my Discord. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. We love hanging out with you guys. Thank you all. Yes, you still get the 2%. I bought some yesterday.
Nice.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
So 7% if you have the loyalty discount.
Yeah. Go buy manga.
Manga.
You can find me on YouTube, on OmniDogs Vault, on Instagram, OmniDogs_Vault, and my Discord. Right on. Thank you, James. Thank you, Kane, for showing up. It's been great to see you. Good to see you next, Imaginaut. Peace and love. Where can they find you, Gabe?
Instagram, Gabe Loves 90s Comics.
Right on.
Find me there and here.
And it's Patreon is Sunday night for the OmniBros.
This Sunday night will be the Patreon. Me and Lou. It's the Anything Goes show, so that we don't really get a chance to talk about on here. It's a cool, awesome hangout with our patrons where we just kind of just let things happen. Usually come up with a topic, but sometimes it turns into like this show where we just hang out and see where it goes and talk all the craziness that we can.
And this Sunday at 6 p.m. is book club for me and Larry from Larry's Library.
Yeah.
The book is Twig. Short but fun book that I haven't read yet, but Kristen loves it and she recommended it. So I'm looking forward to that. So peace and love, peace and love. Thank you all for watching so much. We genuinely appreciate you all.
Love you all. Have a good day. Boom.